Hi traders, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk about the month of February. I know the video has come out a little late. I've been quite busy, and as you all may have seen that the market has just been going down, 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 down. Some surprise swings up, and then another down, and then another late rally, and then a down. So it's been a turbulent month. Much of it is news driven, as you can imagine. The fall in all the indices. Some indices have recovered very well in the last 1 week. I'm talking about metals and energy. That is due to the rising costs in fuel and a lot of other things. Anyway, what actually has estranged me is the way sometimes where the market falls 5 to 600 points and then suddenly jacks up by 5 to 600 points. There are so many monkey manipulators and operators in the market that it is so difficult to actually know when to write options, when to buy options. Definitely not a buyer's market because the option premiums are very high, and a sudden IV crush can really wipe out a lot of gains and cause huge losses. So a few strategies which I have tried and tested, and it worked out for me just well. I was able to come out in green in the month of February. Some positions are being carried over, month-end positions and weekly positions, as you can imagine. We have not booked many profits in equities this in February, but we've hit our target of 22 green exits at 5%. So that is made me pretty happy that okay, the minimum target that I aim for is 22 per month, and that I got that. So now we'll just have to look forward as to what to do in March, because about 99% of my equities are in red. More than half of that are in deep red. I'm talking about more than 15% down. So how do I do them? How do I manage them? That is something I'm going to discuss in the video. The profits on futures and options have been accumulated over the past few weeks, and I'm not actually using those profits to write off some of the red equities. I am waiting. I got a lot of dividends in the month of February. I'm still getting dividends, so that also has accumulated to a certain percentage. Suppose I'll probably book about 10 winners, I would get the same profit. So the dividends that I've got have been pretty good, pretty decent. So I'm just adding that back to the overall capital, and I'm going to see what trades to take. There are some that I will be writing off. I will be posting that in my WhatsApp group. And let's have some analysis on the Nifty and Bank Nifty index.
So here is the Bank Nifty analysis, where we have seen a rejection at the same level at 34,100 zone. And on my WhatsApp group, broadcast group, I had given it as 34,080 as the bounce, as you can see over here. And I had drawn a line and it exactly hit that area around 34,094 is where it bounced, and it moved up a massive 900 plus points within the next 2 to 3 hours. So that was pretty amazing. That was a good catch, and those who were in my broadcast group trading futures and options made a very good profit on that. Now the analysis for the coming week is that 33,500 is the next support in case 34,000 breaks. So that's an expected 500 point fall from the break point, that is over here, 33,500. And the upper side resistance will first be if we are able to conquer and trade above 34,720. Then the next resistance would be 900 points out at 35,620. So it is again going to be a very volatile week. We could see some moves in 2000 point range, which is pretty huge. The VIX and the premiums are very high right now. It is again, I do warn all the futures and options traders that it is not a buyer's market. Be very careful. The IV crush can happen all of a sudden. Any premium trading in the money at 600, 700 can suddenly just come down to 350, 400 levels. That's how fast it can happen. We've all seen how it happened on the budget day. Once the announcement was over and the budget was given, after 1 o'clock, the IV crush came to play and premiums fell rapidly on the call side, easily by 50 to 60% within 1 hour. It was so quick, it was unimaginable. Anyway, these are the levels for the next week, and now we'll see Nifty 50. On the Nifty charts, as you can see that we have created a lower at 16140 levels, and that has filled the gap that was way back in August. Now there is another gap that is to be filled, a very small one, but yes, that is still a gap at 15900 and 15, I would say 15890 and 15920 level. It's a small gap, but yes, that is also due to be filled. So probably, given the news and the scenario of whatever is happening up north of Asia and Europe, that is most likely to be covered on Monday. We probably will have a gap down opening, a huge gap down opening of 300 points that will cover that gap, and then probably we can see some rise on the upper side. Right now the support is exactly over here at 15860, and then the upper side, the resistance will be 16500 and then 16840 respectively, but I don't see any upside at the moment. Probably the LIC IPO delay will cause the liquidity in the market to flow back into the markets for temporarily till the IPO date is announced. And yeah, the small gap is due to be closed. Let's see, because this gap and these two gaps were completely unprecedented, but it did still happen. It still got covered. So I'm looking forward to this gap at 15,880 sometime around this week. So here we are with our winners for February that were booked, 23 in all, and the average returns was 6.82% for equity, with an average of 16.8 days approximately that we took to book these profits, which is pretty decent. My target per month is 22, but we did 23, so I'm pretty happy with that. Our biggest winner was Krishna, which is a small cap in materials. We had taken it on 2nd Feb, and on 7th Feb it gave a return of 15.34%. That is where we booked it at. The second highest was at 12.88% Syntax, which we booked at 9.2, bought at 8.15. This was a penny stock. We bought it on the 2nd and sold on the 8th, so in 6 days we got 12.88% return. So the rest were pretty decent, good returns. I'm pretty happy with the result despite such bad news coming through. I pray for peace in the European states and across the world. However, 23 stocks we booked at more than 5%. Only DMart I got out a little early. It was booked at 4.99%, which I'm pretty okay with. So that took quite some time. It took 20 days to give me a 5% return, and took it on the 8th, booked it on the 28th. So that was like a closing month winner for me. So I was pretty happy to exit the month with an extra winner.
If you'd like to trade with me, join my WhatsApp broadcast group and get technical analysis on Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty daily, along with the stocks that I am trading. You can WhatsApp me on the number given on this screen.